F1 moving to Madrid for the 2026 season.
Yes.
That has been locked in. What are your thoughts?
When I first heard it, I wasn't happy. But I've looked more deeper into it. And I'm intrigued, to be fair. I'm actually intrigued.
Intrigued.
Yeah, because I don't think we need another street circuit. I've had enough of street circuits. But Madrid, from what I've heard and seen, it's between a track and streets.
Yeah.
Which could dish up something quite feisty.
It could. But then I think about Miami.
Yeah.
And Miami is... It technically is a street circuit, but it's made through a parking lot. But it's also really bad.
Yeah.
Miami's
not amazing.
Miami's... It's good to drive on the game. The game's got... It's bussing on the game.
I'm not enjoying it on the game.
Why?
I just not.
But in real life, the races are just shocking. And the thing is, it's been like this for a while. And whenever F1 announces another street circuit, I'm like...
Yeah.
Oh, why? Like, what happened to... I'm sure some of you guys will remember as well, Herman Tilke, when he designed a lot of the tracks of the early 2000s and 90s. A lot of fan favourites, like Kuala Lumpur and Shanghai and, like, all those tracks. Got very similar, like, parts to them.
Yeah, China and Malaysia are very similar, weren't
It's
they?
designed by the same guy.
So similar.
But they're good racing tracks because there's fast sections to a hairpin where people can overtake. You think about China, you think about turn 5, and then obviously after the long straight there's the hairpin as well.
Yeah.
People can go around the outside of turn 1.
Max goes and hits Sebastian Vettel.
It was Kvyat.
No, it was Max.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, because Max was on that
in the
charge.
hairpin.
Yeah. God. No, Kvyat on Vettel was at Russia.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Oh no, he came up the inside at China, and then that's when Vettel was like, "Oh, you're like a torpedo."
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like those sort of tracks is what we want in F1, and we're not getting them, and it's really annoying because they keep introducing more tracks to the calendar. So like we were saying last week, we've got now 24, 25, going to be 26 races on the calendar at some point within the next 10 years.
Well, yeah, you got to add a South Africa in there, haven't you?
You've got to add South Africa, and they're adding...
Or an Africa.
Or an Africa race. They're adding more USA tracks. But the issue is none of them are any good. They're all street circuits. They're not...
Well, I mean, Vegas was good. Vegas was a phenomenal race.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Vegas was the exception.
Yeah, Texas is always good.
It's not street circuit though.
No, but 2 out of 3 Americas are going well.
I don't care if they're American as long as they're not a street circuit. That's all I'm bothered about at the moment.
Yeah, but they're obviously going to introduce more American tracks now, aren't they? Then?
Yeah, my question is do you think, obviously, Monaco was for a very long time the only street circuit we had on the calendar, and it was special because it was the only street circuit. Do you reckon we're going to get to a point where
we get sick of them?
Well, we're going to get to a point where the calendar's half and half, street circuits and normal circuits.
The money is in these big places like Madrid, isn't it?
Yeah.
For F1, so they're gonna go to these places: Miami, Vegas. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a London. I really wouldn't, and I don't want that at all.
No.
London's already hard enough to go through.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I think London's too much.
You see, I think it's too much. It would be difficult to do, but
the only thing that could be worse than doing a London Grand Prix is a New York Grand Prix.
Oh my god.
That's the only thing that could be worse.
That would be that.
Yeah. It'd be butters.
That would stress me out, and I wouldn't even have to do anything.
Yeah. Just thinking about how they're going to close down London or New York.
I thought Vegas was going to be a stretch, closing that down the strip and that.
But to be fair, it's only the strip in it that they close down.
It is, yeah.
Whereas if you do it through London, if you want it in a place that's
Close down Oxford Street.
yeah, close down Oxford Street, or close down what's it called? The park. What's the park called? Why have I forgot what the park's called?
What park? Hyde Park.
Not Hyde Park. It's not Hyde Park. It's the really big park.
Yeah, about London.
Yeah. Either way,
I'm so confused.
like close down. Like, bro, it'd be madness. Same with New York. Imagine closing down, central Manhattan for a New York Grand
Times
Prix.
Square.
Closing down Times Square because the F1 cars need to go through. Bro, it would be incredible.
Yeah, you gotta be careful down Oxford Street. You PA gas. I bet Lewis Hamilton will be getting out calling in Selfridges halfway through a race. What?
Why?
He just likes his fashion, doesn't
He does. Yeah. I had to think about that one for a second. I was like, why would Lewis Hamilton go to Selfridges? Is big brands in it. So, yeah, but Madrid, I'm not too bothered. I'm excited to see what it spurs up because, as we saw with Vegas, potentially it could be good, but
Well, it sounds like it's going to be the new Spanish Grand Prix with what words are being used for it in 2026.
Yeah.
Which would tell me that Barcelona's going.
Barcelona's only contracted to 2026, so we'll have 1 year where Barcelona and Madrid are on the same
Are they
calendar.
contracted on 2026
Yes.
or to 2026?
The last race is 2026, Barcelona. So we'll have one season where we can see the difference between both of them, and I reckon whichever one is better. Obviously, Madrid is already contracted.
Madrid's got to be done for.
If Barcelona holds up, they might keep with it, and then potentially revert back. But if Madrid is terrible, if Madrid ends up being better, they're gonna probably sack it off.
I would not like them to be back to back.
They won't be.
They best not be.
They won't be. They haven't got any countries back to back unless the only time they did was during COVID.
Yeah. I would expect probably Barcelona to keep where it is. Start of May, late April.
Yeah.
Then I'd expect Madrid September. Probably you're looking at tail end of the European after like the Netherlands, your Monzas, all that before Singapore. Probably.
It does feel like it should be around there, doesn't it?
I reckon it'll be after Monza.
Yeah.
Monza, Madrid to Singapore.
Yeah.
That's what it'd be, I reckon.
That'd be cool. But yeah, Madrid, it's coming 2026.